COVID-19 pandemic has forced us to rely more on technology to communicate. We can't get to each other, can we? Well, technology is making life easier. It can be quite a challenge, though, for elderly people who are not quite as familiar with the way that new things are done as far as new technology is concerned. So to help the, and I say respectfully, older generation navigate unfamiliar territory, I hope I say this right, the Gogo Go project is teaching a group of elders in Alexandra to be a bit more tech savvy. The group attending tech lessons twice a week and receiving food parcels as well. It's a wonderful initiative. Great to be joined by Jane Simmonds, founder of Gogo Go. I hope I said that right. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Jane, good evening to you. It's a wonderful idea. Where did this come from? I'll tell you why I'm asking. I love my parents dearly, but technology with the older generation can be tricky, trying to get them to use things like Zoom and FaceTime.
Hi, good evening, and thank you for having me. And you're absolutely right. I love my mother dearly too, but it's been a challenge getting her smartphone savvy, certainly in terms of COVID and when we were in hard lockdown. So this project came out of research I did when I did a master's in public health at Wits University, where I looked at how grandmothers spoke to grandchildren about sex and sexuality and HIV and AIDS. And what I realized in that research was how much grandmothers loved their children, but also how difficult it was to be a grandmother and a second-time parent, or as we call them, third-generation parents. And I started this NGO called Gogo Go to look at building skills and support and ability in grandmothers and how to get grandmothers empowered as second-time caregivers because of the role that they play in South Africa. Over 4 million children in South Africa are being raised by grandmothers that we know of, and there are probably many, many more. So the idea of the technical digital technology program came it started with before COVID, but COVID really gave us the impetus to do this. And so with a donation from Cell-C of 15 tablets, we were able to start the project and started doing training. We've now had 30 graduates. They do an 8-week course of 2 sessions a week for about an hour and a half. And it's been incredibly rewarding. It's been challenging to try and get grandmother to swipe and not swipe off the tablet, how to turn it on. And when it's not black, it's off or it's just frozen. But now these grandmothers can get Ubers, they can get Bolts, they can shop, they can bank, they can find directions, they can get YouTube. And as you said, one of the most wonderful sessions we had with the grandmothers was teaching them how to use WhatsApp video call. And these women, the joy and the buzz in the room of these women being able to talk and see people that they had talked to and see people that they hadn't seen for a year or 2 years was quite extraordinary to see.
I suppose the problem is as well, I mean, I'm looking at some of the photos here and you can just see the excitement here. There's one Gogo here on the bottom right. It looks like her life has changed as she looks at the photo. The problem is those who would need to be shown the latest, greatest gadgets and apps don't have access to the youngsters to show them to do it. Because of COVID, the youngsters, the grandkids weren't able to get there and show Granny the new fancy toy. And that's exactly the problem you've solved, isn't it?
Well, yes and no. So remember, these grannies, to be part of our training group, have to be caring for children. So the vision of the project is for grandmothers to become familiar with the internet and to learn that the internet can be a safe space. So they can facilitate internet use at home. So grandmothers are scared of the internet. They think you'll lose your identity, you'll lose your money, there'll be fraud, children will find porn, there'll be blessers. They are scared of the internet. So what we did is realizing that children needed the internet to learn and to access schooling and education down in COVID. We needed to get the grandmothers on board. And we needed to teach grandmothers that the internet, in fact, is actually an asset to a household. And if you use the internet safely, you and your children or your grandchildren will be safe and benefit from it. So that really is our vision, is for grandmothers to take tablets home to their households so the children that they are raising can use the tablets for learning, for job applications, for grant applications. And a colleague of mine was Wanga that I heard you interviewing before me. And I mean, she has done the most extraordinary work. But these grandmothers are getting these grants, but having a tablet in the household can support the whole household's outcomes, from banking to shopping to transport to learning. And a number of grandmothers have told us about how they go onto apps that are school-based apps, and they can see if their grandchildren are absent or what the homework is.
Yeah.
And children didn't want to teach their grandparents how to use the internet because they wanted to be in control of it. But now
That's exactly
the grannies
right.
are empowered too.
Yeah, the grannies are large on in charge as far as this is concerned. Jane, before I say goodbye to you, you mentioned 15 tablets. That's how it all kind of started. Where is this growing to? What's the plan for the year ahead? There might be someone watching now that would perhaps want to enroll someone they know. Excuse me, I've got a very dry throat tonight. Forgive me for coughing the whole time. Where can they go? How do they get hold of you?
So they can get hold of me on Facebook, Gogo Go. And what we are looking for and what we are asking for, please, is donations of tablets. These can be old tablets. They can be tablets that people have stopped using. All the tablets need to have to do is WhatsApp and internet. They don't need to be sophisticated or fancy tablets. And I would really ask people if they could, schools maybe could do fundraising projects. If people could reach out to us, and please, we want to scale this up from Alex. We want to take it to Diepsloot. I've got 2 young women in Diepsloot who are going to join our training to learn how to be facilitators. We've got an NGO in Cape Town that wants to work with us, in KZN. We're ready to go. We just need the tablets.
And hopefully someone watching now has some tablets lying around. Perhaps they've got new stock for the new year ahead. If you are listening and you want to try and help as best you can, go look for Facebook. Go look for it on Facebook. Go-Gogo-Go. Go and look for Jane Simmonds, doing wonderful work. Appreciate your time. Founder of Gogo Go, joining us here on eNCA.